Hey, how you doing? My name's Sean McGough, and well, welcome you into my garage. Is it live or is it Memorex? You be the judge. Anyway, I'm making this video today, and it's entitled "How to Stop a Revolution." That's right, how to stop a revolution. I have the idea, and I'm gonna tell you. But this video goes out too, and I don't know how to tag people. I'm still new at the whole computer. I suck. But this idea needs to go to Joe Pags, Howie Carr, Officer Tatum, Tim Pool, Ben Shapiro, Lonnell Harris, Michael Knowles, Glenn Beck, Bill O'Reilly, Andrew Clavin, Steven Crowder, Hodge Twins, Donut Operator, Thomas Sowell, Mike Huckabee, Kevin's Corner. Did I miss anybody? Man, I know I'm missing somebody. Oh, Dan Bongino. I love Dan Bongino. Anyway, that's my message. It's how to stop a civil war. Now, that being said, I got to tell you a story behind it. If you don't want to hear the story, it involves God, something that happened to me this year, and why I'm bringing this to you now. You don't have to listen. Go to the end of this. I'll try to make a signal when I give you the idea. I'm praying, hoping this idea will work. That it's remarkable. It's remarkable. It's huge. Go check out the idea, and we will have a president on election night, one way or the other. I pray it's Donald Trump. But go to the end of this video if you don't want to hear my conversation with God. And that's right. I didn't just talk to God and, no, he talked back. I made a whole video about it. I'm going to talk a little bit about that video because it goes with what I'm saying now. But this is about stopping a civil war. Everyone's talking about, we're going to have a civil war, we're going to have a civil war. No one wants to kill fellow Americans. Well, some of these lunatics, too, let's be honest. It isn't the white supremacists either. I haven't seen any of those people, but I'm sure they're out there. I haven't seen them. Anyway, and I'll tell you what, I looked up those Proud Boys. They like the Constitution. They love America. They let everybody in, no matter what race. You can be gay, whatever. And they like beer. What the hell's not to like there? I don't know what the hell. That's what it looks like to me. I saw the guy in an interview. He's a black Cuban. He looked like a good guy to me. Anyway, that being said, I probably just got kicked off of YouTube already. That being said, I had a conversation with God January 8th. Took me 2 weeks to hear him. He was trying Christmas Eve. Things changed. Physically, mentally, everything changed. And January 8th, I heard God. Now, I had the most fabulous night. I had the Holy Ghost. I had a spirit that you don't believe. And I also got arrested the same night. I wish I could say that was the worst night of my life, but nah, not even close. But that being said, I say that a lot. That being said, it was a night that, yes, I smoked weed, and they said, oh, you were high. Yes, I was. I never remembered a conversation when I was high before. I remember everything about this conversation. I didn't say anything for a few weeks because God gave me an opportunity, and he puts opportunities in front of us. You have a choice. You do your pros and cons. Do I want to do it? And then you have free will. You can go against what you think or go with the odds. Most of the time in my life, I always took safety. I always went where, well, I know what I'm getting. It wasn't the right answer. In this case now, giving away my idea on stopping the Civil War, this is a $100 million idea because my original video was to Donald Trump. That's right, it was supposed to be a message for Donald Trump. I don't think he ever got it. I think a Secret Service agent probably found it, said, look at this lunatic, another one, put me on some watch list, and I swear I got people following me now, and honestly, I feel safer. I'm just joking. Don't. But My choice was also, in speaking with God, that everyone could just think I was crazy and had a nervous breakdown, or that I was high, whatever. Or I could do what God wanted me to do. And it's all in my original video. It's an hour and something long. I just told what I told what I know. And I said, God, who's going to believe me? That was the underlying. Who's going to believe me? And the funny thing is, I joked with God. I said, a lot of times I do in the yard, and I'll be almost done. It starts to rain. And I say, hey, God, how about 10, 15 more minutes? And I'll be damned. A lot of times in my life, it's actually worked, and it just happened recently. That's what made me make this video, because it was a funny thing that happened. It was a couple of weeks ago. And now I know it was more than just coincidence. I was out doing my yard, and it started raining. It was a beautiful day, and all of a sudden, rain. I said, hey, God, I need 10 more minutes, huh? And I did the yard, and I finished, and it was, I was done. Don't mind me killing COVID from the inside at 500 Kelvin. Anyway, I always joked. And God said, yeah, well, it's all in the video. You'll understand. I'm not even going to go back there. God says it's not always coincidence, basically. But I was joking recently, because the only one time God talked to me, the shrink said, oh, do you still talk to God? I said, yeah, more than ever. She said, well, does God still talk to you? I said, no, only that one day. She said, do you believe God talked to you? I said, yeah. You know what? I didn't. I wasn't sure. I gave it a couple of weeks to think about it, and certain signs I saw, I said, you know what? It was God. But anyway, just recently, I made the video. I got a few people viewed it. And one thing, and nobody shared it, nobody liked it, nobody did anything. They clicked on it and then left, clicked on it and left. And I watched it for a little bit. Nobody watched it, nobody cared, and it didn't get to Donald Trump. I think it might have gotten to Sweden and to South Dakota, because they did what I said on the video. But it didn't make it to Donald Trump. Anyway, back to where I was. So I'm out there and I'm doing the yard a couple weeks ago. My phone's broken. I can't do anything. I finally get it back. So I'm out there. It starts raining. I said, God, come on, 10 more minutes, right? Come on. And it stopped raining. And I laughed like hell. I said, ha ha. And I gave him the little, hang loose thing, Hey, all right, God, thank you. I was joking. Well, my video was up there for 7 months. It was February, maybe early March, once I figured out how to put something on video. So nobody viewed it. Nobody looked. I said, well, God told me, if one person views it and shares it, I've done my job as an apostle. My joke was I was going to make $80 million, 100 million people see it. They like it. I do a GoFundMe. Turns out I made the video, put it online. When I tried to do the GoFundMe, I was in Facebook jail. I couldn't even do a GoFundMe. So that was kind of funny. And now this idea came. And I said, that wasn't the idea. That wasn't the opportunity that could be successful. That was an opportunity I was supposed to recognize. And I tried it, and I didn't get any viewers. And I said, well, what the hell? It wasn't meant to be. Well, anyway, after it starts raining, and God I gave him the thing. I sat in my chair, and I got a beer, I got a cigar. Got this brand new phone. Can't do anything with it. I'm going to YouTube. I don't know which way I'm swiping. I don't know what I'm doing. And it's getting shaky. It's kind of cold out here. I got to smoke outside. The wife don't let me come in the house with that stuff. Anyway, I was sitting there in the chair, and I was watching YouTube, and I forgot about the video I made because nobody saw it. And I was trying to move the video over. And when I swiped, this thing comes out, and it shows, hey, I got a couple of subscribers. And wouldn't you know, they watched my movie, and they shared it. No, I didn't get the 80 million likes. I'm hoping they shared it with some friends, and they said, hey, the fat freaking Marine guy, he says God told us to vote for Trump, so it's good enough for us. And I was laughing because, honestly, I said, well, you know what? I'll be damned if I may not have gotten what I wanted, but I got what God wanted. He just said, somebody shares it. Somebody believes you. And I said, wow, that's pretty cool. So anyway, I'm out here and I see the two people. I see the two subscribers, and I said, that's cool. I got a subscriber. So now this idea hits, and I says, wow. So I'm thinking about it, pros and cons, pros and cons, pros and cons. Now, the pros of this, I make my own video. I try to make you laugh, tell you what I think, give you my idea. You share it with one person, they share it with another person. It goes on and on and on. 200 million people. I do the GoFundMe. Once the Civil War doesn't happen because everybody used my idea, people say, hey, what the hell, we'll send this guy a buck or two. Now that's the opportunity that, and I really believe God wants me to, this video, my idea is going to save America. I hope, I pray, I hope. Follow with me now. I think God's given me an opportunity, and I have the choice. Do I make this video and share it, and I know it's going to get 200 million views? Could people go crazy? But here's the dilemma. If I only have my 3 subscribers and they don't share it and it doesn't get out there, and I don't have the platform, and this is my fear, my idea won't get out there and lots of people are going to die. So I swear God wants me to do my video. This is my chance to hit it big. Honestly. But you know what? I'm going against what God said. I'm giving away my idea because the people I mentioned have a much bigger platform. And what I care about is America. So, that being said, there's signs all around us. And this was another opportunity. And I'm stepping to the side again. Anyway, here's how we're going to stop a revolution. Everybody has to get out and vote in person. Make sure your vote is there. Make sure you get it to the box if you vote early. Get it there. I know I've talked to so many people who I knew were Democrats before, and they all said they're voting Trump. I know some liberals, some Democrats, they're diehard Democrat, even though I try to show them all the videos I've seen from all of the people I hope are still with me watching this, and to show them, look, this is BLM, this is what they really are, this is Joe Biden, this is Kamala Harris, this is the things they said, the things they've done. Come on, man. I still don't understand how anybody's supporting Joe Biden. But that being said, they're always trying to gaslight us. We see the rallies, we see the people. I see it in Massachusetts. I think Massachusetts might be up for grabs. I've never seen anything like this. Anything. And here's my idea. We are going to stop a revolution. Everyone, make sure you vote. On November 3rd, make sure your ballot's in there. It's counted. Donald Trump picked Republicans. Make sure they're not rhinos. We need sanity back in the House, in Congress. And we need to keep sanity in the White House. America first. Okay? On November 3rd night, that evening, that day, that evening, every single Trump voter, Democrat, gay, straight, whatever you want to call yourself, gender, it doesn't matter. And I know I just saw it today, I laughed like hell. There's a transgender for Trump, and had to be 150 people there. I said, holy shit, he's even got the transgenders vote. That one shocked me, I'll be honest with you. I don't care what you are, you're American, but that one got me. But anyway, on November 3rd, You need to get outside, show yourself, wear your red, white, and blue. Bring your flags, your Trump flags, your American flags. I never did point to tell people when they should get my idea. Show off your American flags. And importantly, film everything, because there will be crazy people out there. They're agitators, and a lot of them are brainwashed, and they just don't get it. But my idea, we're going to support the police. You go to the police station, you get a police detail, you make sure you stay in a big group in bunches. Film everything, post that film. When they're taking video all across this country, and I believe in other countries even, this idea has a chance to take off. That's why I said it's $1 million. It's killing me. If everybody's outside who voted for Donald Trump, everyone who supports America, our Constitution, the Bill of Rights, who does not support this trash Marxism, communism that they're trying to infiltrate in our country. And it's right there, people. It's there. And, I've been listening to Thomas Sowell. I hope he's still with me, watching this. Happy 90th birthday, by the way. I saw that interview. It was incredible. Now, I read Thomas Sowell by accident when I was very young. I was like 15. And I say accident because I was at the dentist getting a front tooth fixed. And in the dentist office, there was all the old magazines I've seen 100 times. And there was an old book I threw off to the side. Well, under the book, there was a Playboy. And I was like 15. I'm going to check out the Playboy. Well, in walks a woman. So as I'm reaching for the Playboy, I didn't know what to do. I grabbed this book. Well, I had to make it look good, so I started reading the book. And the book kind of changed my life. It was basically how to be successful, how to live. And it was Thomas Sowell. I finally say Sowell. I always say Sowell. And I said, I heard him in an interview on YouTube. I had it just playing one after another. And he was talking, and they announced him, and he's done this, and he's done that. He had all the alphabet behind his name, and they mentioned Harvard, and I go, here we go. Well, then he's talking about a book he had, and I remembered it. It was the book that I had read, because I ended up stealing the book that's part of the book was don't steal, but I took it. And it was great, and I remembered it because it didn't speak down to you, but you could understand it. Not all of it, he does. I'm not gonna lie. But he has a great interview, and the guy interviewing him breaks down what he says and then has him explain it, and it's some of the most amazing stuff. But when I was talking with God, I kept mentioning movies and things like that, and one of God's comments, he told me, shut up, pay attention, do what I'm telling you. It's not in the video. But he mentioned that there were, that I'm not the only person they talked to. There's lots of people, and I truly believe when I heard Thomas Sowell and I saw I said, I got to hear more of what this guy says. And I'm listening to interviews going back 20 years, and he's warning about everything that's going on today. Not only would we have been a much better country had we listened to Thomas Sowell instead of the crap they got in. And that's where we had, I truly believe Thomas Sowell, he's 90 years old, just finished a book. I plan on buying it. He was hilarious in his interview. But I believe he's a gift from God. I really do. He's one of those people who God put on this earth to warn us, to speak to us. And we had an opportunity to listen to this man. The people in charge, the powers that be, whoever it is, however they decide things, chose not to pick him. And we end up with Chomsky and Marxism in the schools instead of Thomas Sowell. I'd like to apologize from all of us. Your stuff's amazing, and if anybody should have been in schools all these years, it should have been your tenets, your beliefs, and everyone would have been better off instead of what we ended up with. And that's how I know this. There are people right there. We just have to recognize them and see. And what this election is right now, it is, if you value America, you love God, you care about everything that goes with America, you're voting Donald Trump, but you're going to stay outside. Show your pride. Film everything. I'm talking black, white, everybody. Stay outside. Use your CC. Use your 2A. If you are in huge groups, they're not coming after you. Stay with your police. We support our police. We support our military. We want peace and a peaceful country. And if I truly believe this is what's going to happen with this mail-in ballots, Donald Trump's going to win. He's going to get 150 million votes. And they're going to say, well, there's no way he could have won by that much. They obviously voted twice. That's what I believe. All the Trump supporters voted twice. Biden won. And that's why they're doing the 25th Amendment. I said it when I first heard it, and then Trump said it the other night. It's pretty obvious what they're trying to do. Get rid of Joe Biden, Kamala Harris becomes president. We fall. We fall bad. So, as I said, this is the idea. This is because I'll be honest with you. I mean, let's face it. Are you going to say I'm wrong? God's given me this opportunity. I'm not taking it because I'm afraid it might not work. I think it will. I think this idea, you might get 300 million views. If I could figure out how to ever monetize something, oh my God. But I'm giving up this idea because I value America and our country so much more than anything I could ever have. Use your CC, use your 2A. Let the police know you're carrying. Film everything. Defend yourself. Don't start fights. Don't start trouble. That's not what this is about. This is more of a rally, like normal Trump rallies where people are happy and joyful, and this is America, and this is what we're celebrating. I think you're going to see America celebrated possibly around the world. That's why I say this idea could be $500 million. Oh, everybody send me $1 for my stupid idea. Oh, we're going to stop a revolution. But it has to be everyone who understands that this really is. Look at what you have in Congress. Look what they're proposing. Look what they're trying to do with the Supreme Court. Look what they won't tell you. Fracking. Do you know what fracking is? I'm not positive. I mean, I'm told they drill into the side of a mountain and it barely leaves a trace. And we're getting fuel, and we're self-dependent, and that makes us more powerful. We can get out of these wars. And, Donald Trump's getting us out of these wars. I told you in my other video what God thinks about Trump, but he supports him. But that's your free will, too. God supports him. He pushed him in the certain direction with the people around him. That's what he tells me. Gets involved once in a while. There's people through our lives that, God pushes. And Thomas Sowell, I believe, I don't know this for a fact, but reading all of the things, I believe it's true. But there have been many. And I named them in the other video. You can figure them out for yourself too. You just have to realize it. Look around. Pay attention. But that's how we stop the Civil War. Every single person who votes. I think 150 million people are going to vote for Donald Trump. And if 150 million people are outside at one time, everybody filming, everybody in America, November 3rd, you're outside saying Trump, 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 and rooting for America. He stands for the Declaration. Go listen to Ted Cruz's interview. He says he doesn't know if he's doing it on purpose, but he's been, close to the Declaration of Independence than probably any president since at least Reagan, maybe before. And I thought that was a funny line. Maybe he's doing it by accident, but it's at the hand of God, I'm telling you. And I believe this. I believe it's true. And I believe this idea came to me as an opportunity from God to set me straight. And I can't do it. I need to save my country. So that's it. God bless America.